So, you want to start planning for the new year but don't have time to do a bullet journal? Don't worry, I got you. In this video, I'm going to show you an easy way to spice up any regular agenda or planner. The one that I'll be using today is from Amazon. So, it's just a regular planner that you can probably get from regular superstores. But look at this, it's so plain, so simple, not enough colors. We've got to change this up. What you want to do is find things that gives you some inspiration. I happen to use stickers for this video, but really, for you, you can use anything. It's your agenda, so make it into something where you're going to get a little bit of joy every time you use it, which will probably be every day. So, in my opinion, it's a worthy investment to brighten your day a little bit. For my first week of January, I'll be heading back to work, which is where I chose a little slippers. And also, I don't know why this cow milk sticker really spoke to me. So this whole week ended up becoming a cow and milk theme. It is super random, but I really like how it turned out. It's whimsical, it's not so serious, which contrasts what I have coming up this week. So I think it was perfect for my planner. After doodling some cows, I thought about okay, like what else is on theme? So that's where I thought, you know what, let's draw some bubble tea. Let's draw some milk cartons, taking it all the way back to some middle school days when you get some lunch boxes and you have milk as a snack. Even with all these doodles, it felt a little empty. So I had this idea to do some patterns around the pages to make it look like cow prints. I hope that by sharing my thought process as I'm decorating my agenda, that it will help you think about what are some things that you want to write in yours. What do you think is cute? What do you enjoy drawing? What are some things that you want to create? If you want to share that with me, feel free to drop it in the comments and let's see what you make. So, for the second week of January, this little jar of jam really spoke to me. So, I thought, you know what, let's make it into a breakfast theme page. I'm usually not a huge breakfast or brunch person. My go to usually would just be like a smoothie. So, I wanted to draw something lighter, which is why I guess the first thing that came to my head when I thought about breakfast was tea. And then I ended up drawing some strawberries to match the jam theme. And then I moved on to more generic breakfasty items like bacon and eggs or maybe some oranges. I don't know, whatever I thought I wanted to draw, I just kind of drew. This is also one of the first times that I have really used marker. I only got introduced to it recently. My go to are usually watercoloring or acrylic, so for me, marker is a little bit freeing. It has a little bit of like the childish sense where it doesn't achieve perfection. There's going to be things that comes out of the borders, but somehow I find it really enduring and freeing to use as a medium. Like the stuff that I'm making here looks good from afar, but like just don't squint too close. Otherwise, like none of these drawings are perfect. None of them I will post on like an Instagram page. It's literally just for my own leisure and something that will brighten my day. So I hope that when you're making your journals that you're not aiming for perfection either. Getting started is way better than being perfect. So I really hope that you can find it fun and do something for yourself. After I drew my first strawberry, it was game over. I was obsessed and I kept drawing it. So this page ended up being like strawberry themed and I love it. For the third week, I was kind of running out of ideas. In my head, I was thinking, you know what, it's winter, it's cold, why not make fun of it? So here's a little sticker of someone that is literally like freezing with their little snot coming out of their face. And then, you know what, maybe there's some Christmas trees that are going to be out. And then, you know what I realized? It's going to be Chinese New Year this week. So I marked that day and I started drawing, and everything just went this prosperity and dumpling and the year of the rabbit route. I have no idea where it came from, but it did. And here we are. Also, I may or may not have lost some footage because the phone was out of storage. So yeah, bear with me here. We're gonna see some weird time lapses, but I promise the rest of the video will get better. For those who may not be as familiar, Chinese New Year is equivalent to like Christmas here. It happens to be on January 22nd because it follows the lunar calendar. The Chinese zodiac repeats itself every 12 years, and this year it happens to land on the year of the rabbit, which is why we have bunnies here. For the fourth week of January, I knew that there was a date I wanted to mark out, which is my birthday. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to make like the whole week about me. And then I thought to myself, why not? You've got a reason to celebrate, so go big on it. Why not celebrate yourself? So that's why this whole week is going to be dedicated to birthday themes. What I'm doing here is drawing a lot of very simple shapes, like a cake, a candy wrapper, a bow, some glass, some balloons. They're very easy to achieve. So if you're drawing something at home, just throw whatever you want together. Make sure that there's somewhat of a theme related to all of them. Pick a few colors, maybe like 3 to 4 maximum, and make sure that they are complementing each other. Some colors that will work well that you like the aesthetic of. And once that is all put together, you're probably going to get something that looks great to you. So don't be afraid to try this out. The next one that we have here is going into the first week of February. In Canada, February is still when there's a lot of snow and it's probably still really, really cold. So I'm just using some reverse psychology on myself to think brighter and greener. So I wanted to bring things back, make it a little bit like a tropical getaway in winter, or like a, what is it called, greenhouse with a lot of these tropical-ish plants. To achieve that warm feeling to these plants, I decided to use a lot of pink, a lot of yellow, and of course, a ton of green. I also decided to add a random cat in here. I have a cat at home. She's a black cat and her name is Ella. So why not hide her in this plant pot so that whenever I get to this week, I can, smile a little bit looking at her. The joy of planning ahead is that you're kind of giving something to your future self, and I love that. So, like what I'm working on now, I always think about, is this the best thing for me in the future? I think there is a lot of merit to living in the present and just being in the moment. But I also feel like whenever I do something for my future self, I also appreciate that a lot too. Also, like I always thank my older self for doing that for me, so why not? Here's how the page looks like. Just like that, we have made 4 entire weeks of our agenda pages. And of course, it's only 4 weeks out of the year. But you know what the popular saying goes? There's only one way to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm rooting for you too. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot of stickers I didn't get to use, and I have a feeling they might come back in my channel some other time. Anyways, that's it for today's video. But if you want to watch more, on the left is what I would recommend, and on the right is what the YouTube algorithm thinks that you would enjoy. Happy New Year! Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!